What up, everybody? Welcome to Gump Nation with your boy Kangaroo Black. What we're going to talk about today is Alabama AD Greg Byrne and his thoughts on what should happen when fans storm the field or storm the court. So, he gave his opinion on yesterday, but this is not the first time Greg Byrne then gave his opinion on field storming and court storming. He came out with a little different opinion this time. He calling for harsher penalties from what he usually called for. I'll just say that. But his same opinion is the opinion I always had. I did a video on this about a year ago talking about fans storming the field. And he said exactly the same thing I said. The punishment that he wants now is the same exact punishment I called for then. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So Alabama AD Greg Byrne calls for forfeits to stop field storming, and I wholeheartedly agree. That will get it to stop because the fines are not working. But anyway, Greg Byrne called for an end to field and court storming on Monday. Speaking at after Duke's basketball Kyle Filipowski was injured when Wake Forest fans rushed the field. The dude he fell and I believe he twisted his ankle or something in the midst of the melee, but that could have been prevented if I think this rule would have been in place. You automatically forfeit the game once your fans start rushing the court, rushing the field. That would stop it immediately, guaranteed. But anyway, Byrne, who has long been an advocate for stiffer penalties, said he'd like to see the home team forfeit the just played game if its fans storm the field. Yeah, I would like to see that too. But Greg Byrne, he didn't had other opinions, but because Alabama that had teams storm the field with them, had some people to get hurt in that situation also. A couple of situations. So Alabama has been on the receiving end of these injuries also. And that's why I think Greg Byrne is so adamant about this or having stiffer fines. I'll just say that. But anyway, Byrne, he spoke at the Birmingham Tip-Off Club yesterday, and he said he didn't think fines work to prevent fans from rushing the field, which they don't work. Look how many times fans done rush the field, even though they done put fines in place. That don't matter. Matter of fact, I think the SEC increased their fines before the 2023 season, but hey, that still ain't work either. But that was after Alabama had two teams to rush the field against them when they lost 2 games in 2022. I mean, everybody who beats Alabama rushed the field. I mean, everybody, at least since Nick Saban been there, well, since his first season there, I'll say that because he lost quite a few games. I believe he lost 6 games in his first season. But since then, every time Alabama lose, whoever beat them, they rush the field every single time. It never fails. So, and that just goes back to another video I did the other day about who's the face of college football. Because, hey, when you beat Alabama, the few times that Alabama do lose, the opposing fans is always going to rush the field. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But guess what? If you forfeit that win, that'll put a stop to it. Guaranteed. But anyway, so I'll say fans don't rush the field during conference championship game, playoff games, national championship games, because guess what? The stations and all the big wigs, they got to get ready for the post-game celebration or presenting of the trophies and all that stuff, the national championship trophy, SEC trophies and all that, MVPs. So they don't rush the field in those instances. But it's crazy that you rush the field just because you win a regular season game. I think that's just crazy. But anyway, Byrne also said You have, if you have 2-3, just say you don't have many to rush the field. No, you shouldn't have to forfeit the game. But if you got damn near half the stands rushing the field or the court, yeah, you should forfeit that game. Or you should have that game forfeited. And you lose. You may win the game on the field or on the court, but when it's all over with, you actually lost. So your fans rushed the court for nothing. They were celebrating a loss. And if say you got a team, say let's just say a daggone South Carolina, for instance, end of the season, they daggone 10-1, 10-1 with a chance to go to the playoff. I'm just speaking from a 4-team playoff perspective. 10-1 with a chance to go to the playoff, and they got to face Alabama, and they beat Alabama 20-21. A walk-off field goal, and they fans rushed the field. You lost. You lost. Now you are 10-2 when you could have been 11-1 and having a chance to win the SEC championship and go to the playoff. Now you ain't going to the playoff because you got 2 losses. Now that's just speaking from a 4-team playoff format in which we just had. Now it's a 12-team. We know, but I'm just saying. Now you 10-2. You was 10-1. You was about to go 11-1. Have a chance to move on into the playoff if you win that SEC championship game. Sorry, South Carolina, you lose. You going on to that SEC championship game, but you ain't going to the playoff simply because your fans stormed the field and gave you that second loss. I guarantee you, nobody will storm the damn field. Guarantee it. So, hey, it is what it is. Just giving y'all that as an example. But on a few rush the field on the court, no, I don't think that should be penalized. But then you have teams to say, hey, 10% of the stands storm the court, or the fans storm the court. No, you shouldn't be penalized. But they'll say, well, they rushed the court. Whatever. They got to put a number on it. Not a number, but a percentage. Okay. 50% of the fans rush the field. Then hey, yes, but how you gonna get that percentage? How you really gonna know? That's just some things they'll have to figure out if they decide to go with this punishment, which I say it again, I think they should. Good job, Greg Byrne. But let's keep it moving, man. But anyway, like you said, if you have 2 kids run out there, no. But when you have a sustained rush, like what happened the other day at Wake, you lose the game. That will get people to stop. So true. Since the SEC instituted fines for field rushes in 2004, Alabama and Kentucky basketball have seen schools penalized 7 times each for storms against them. We had 2 seasons in 2022. I mean, 2 in 1 season in 2022 with Tennessee and LSU. But anyway, 7 times each for storms against them, tied for the highest in the league. Alabama has never received a fine for storming the field. I mean, that's because, we win. That's because we win. We're used to winning. What's the point in storming the field? When Alabama win a game, they fans thinking about the next game. We ain't thinking about storming no damn field. Damn that bullshit. But anyway, Byrne had previously advocated for taking away the next home game in the series from the team that fans had rushed. After the Wake Forest incident, he decided to call for even more severe punishment. And once again, I agree. Like I said, the SEC changed its fine structure in 2023 to make the first offense $100,000, the second offense $250,000, and the subsequent violation $500,000 each. The fines are now paid directly to the visiting school. I don't think that will make a difference either, because guess what? The fans don't have to pay it. The schools have to pay it. So, hey, you got these 18, 19, 20-year-olds. They don't give a damn. They down for anything. You get 3 or 4 of them together, and the crowd going to follow. Hey, it is what it is. They can look back and say, hey, I was part of that. This was part of whatever Tennessee, LSU history, and I was part of that. They might even see themselves pictures on Google and shit. It can tell they daggone grandkids, look at me. I was there. History. So, hey, and plus it's fun. I know it's fun, even though I've never been a part of it, but I know it's fun. You can look at it and tell. But anyway, yeah, something do need to be done about it. But anyway, given the dangers of field storming, Byrne said that's not enough to stop anyone, especially giddy students, like I said, 20, 21-year-olds, 18, 19, anyway. But it isn't what Byrne talking about. The incident that Alabama had with fans storming the field against them. Byrne said we had a student manager who thought we thought was going to lose an eye after a field storm in the last few years. He ended up being concussed, and doctors were able to save his eye, which that was good. We had a female doctor, get pushed down and bruised up pretty bad, and something needs to be done about it. The female doctor, I believe that was in 2022 after the LSU game. So, yes, things need to be done about it. But also during the LSU game, it was a male staff member from Alabama. He couldn't make his way to the locker room because the fans was talking so much trash, so close to him, all up in his face, impeding his way. He couldn't go nowhere. But then security came and, everything worked out. He didn't have any issues after that. But yeah, it's crazy. Even the incident with Jermaine Burton, even the incident with Jermaine Burton when he had the incident with the female, he pushed her in the back of the head. Some say he punched her. I didn't see a punch, but hey, it would have been prevented. All three of those incidents would have been prevented if fans weren't allowed to storm the field. Tennessee making a GoFundMe to get new goalposts after they tore them down and threw them in the Tennessee River after their first win in 15 years against Alabama. That could have been prevented if storming the field wasn't a thing, or if they would have had that game forfeited. Boy, it would have been a real riot in Tennessee. I can tell you that shit. Yeah, they probably would have brought all of that shit to Tuscaloosa and rioted in Tuscaloosa. But yeah, man, that all this could have been prevented if this rule was in place. At least that's what I believe. But anyway, Byrne, he would also like to see the forfeitures for the field and court storming instituted at a national level. Everybody get the same punishment. No ands, if, or buts about it. No matter what league you play in, you get the same punishment. I agree. Everybody can get it. Everybody can get it. But, like Greg Byrne say, kids aren't going to be in the stand saying, oh, I don't want to do this because the school is going to get fined $200,000. They don't got to pay it, so they don't care. They just out to have fun. But anyway, that doesn't enter their mindset. Nope, they too young to think like that. But if they knew the game that they just had been a part of, celebrated a great win that led to that, if they knew that they were going to lose that game immediately, that would stop them. Hell yeah, to stop them. It will stop me anyway. I know it would stop me because guess what? I don't want to be the one or part of the reason that my team lost. I don't. Like I said, it could be a big game. Could be a last-second walk-off touchdown, a last-second field goal. So, hey, ever since 2004, I think it's like 4 teams in the SEC that never had a storm the field penalty or fine. Or Alabama is one of them. This is since 2004, I believe. Alabama, I believe it was Kentucky, Georgia, and it's one more that never had this incident. So hey, it is what it is. But I know Georgia has stormed the field before. I know that. But anyway, but yeah, since they started instituting penalties, it's 4 teams in the SEC that haven't had a storming the field incident. But like we know, Tennessee done had it. We seen it. LSU done had it. We seen it. Matter of fact, LSU had it in 2019 when they beat Alabama. They had it in 2022 when they beat Alabama. Matter of fact, in 2019, you had Odell Beckham on the field handing out money. So yeah. It's all good. I mean, they stormed Brian Denny, saying they own the place. Yeah, we all know how that worked out. But anyway, then like you say, Tennessee tearing down the goalposts, carrying through the streets of Knoxville or whatever, rocket top, throwing them in the damn river. But it's all good, baby. It's all good. They won't get that chance too many times, okay? But hey, let them storm the field. All right. I sure hope that this can come in effect where you have to forfeit the game. I would love it. I would love it. And you know why I love it? Because Alabama don't do that. It don't affect us. Hey, and it can affect us and give us a win. And I would love it. I would love it. I would love it. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all right now, man. But like I said, man, hey, welcome to Gump Nation, man. Welcome to Gump Nation with your boy, Kangaroo Black. And I'll be talking to y'all later. Roll damn tide.